Hello students, standard 7th in physics, chapter number 15, light is going on. We learn about light that it is very important in our life because it enables us to see the beautiful things around us. We saw that light travels in a straight path, but when it is falling on a highly polished surface like the mirror, it changes the direction, which is known as the reflection of light. Also, we learn about the different types of mirrors like plane mirror and spherical mirrors, convex mirror and the concave mirror. We also learn about the types of images formed by plane mirror and by concave and convex mirrors also. We saw that when we see in the plane mirror, the image formed is always virtual. It is of the same size of the object. It is at the same distance from the mirror as the distance of the object. And the image is laterally inverted. But in case of the different mirrors, curved mirrors, like concave or convex mirror, if we talk about the concave mirror, when we put the object at a different distance, you can get real images which are maybe the smaller than the object, sometimes same like the object, sometimes bigger than the objects also. But only when you put it very near to the mirror, it gives you the virtual image. And in convex mirror you saw that always it gives virtual image. You know that real image is that image which can be obtained on the screen, while the image that cannot be obtained on the screen but you have to look in the mirror, it is behind the mirror, then that type of image is known as the virtual image. In last session we learned about some lenses. Lenses are the transparent medium which have the either both or the one surface is curved. Therefore we call it the curved lenses or the spherical lenses. There are two types of, generally there are so many types, but we have to learn about mainly the two types of the lenses. That are the convex lenses and concave lenses. We draw the figures also of the concave and convex lenses. We know that if you keep the lens in your hand and if you touch it and if you feel that it is thicker in the middle than to the edges, then it is known as the convex lens. And if you touch the lens and if it is thicker at the edges but thinner in the middle it is thinner than the edges are thicker, then that type of lenses are known as concave lenses. Now, the convex and concave lenses have another name also, that is converging and diverging lenses. A convex lens converges, means bends inward, the light falling on it. So, it is also called a converging lens. On mirror, what did we say? We saw that it just changes the direction. But here, in the cases of lens, it just bends the light. Means it changes the direction but very little. Means it just bend a little. It is not completely throwing back, which is known as the refraction of light, not a reflection, refraction of light. So now when the parallel rays of light falling on the convex lens, what does it do? It bends inwards, means converges, and therefore it is known as a converging lens. You can see here in the figure that the parallel rays are falling on it. Then after refraction, they bend inward and come at one point. Means they converge, they meet at one point, and therefore it is known as converging lens. So the another name of convex lens is converging lens. Why it is called converging lens? As I told you, when the light rays fall on it, after passing through it, they are refracted and bending inwards, means converges at a point. But in case of concave lens, it diverges, means bends outward. Means it's diverging in the different direction. And therefore it is known as diverging lens. Look here, this is the concave lens. So the rays falling on it, after passing through it, they are going in the different directions. And therefore, it is known as diverging lens, because it is diverging the rays in the different directions. So, the convex and concave lens are also known as converging and diverging lenses. Now, what are the uses of the lenses? But before that, we can understand that how can we get the real images of the objects. For that, you can do a very simple activity, but be careful while doing this activity, because it is harmful for your eyes. You need a magnifying glass or a convex lens, and you have to hold it in front of sun. But be careful, don't look from the lens towards the sun, because it can damage your eyes. So be careful that the light coming from the lens not falling in your eyes. So you have to be very, very careful. Now what we have to do is that we have to hold a convex lens or the magnifying glass in front of the sun, from which the rays of the sun are coming towards you. And then what we have to do? We have to take a piece of paper, plain paper, white paper, and put it behind the lens. And then after moving it, keep it like at some distance at which you will get a very small light spot. And it should be a very small light spot. And then you hold it like that. So now that round spot that you're getting on the piece of paper is the real image of the sun. So if you hold the convex lens in front of very far object, you will get a real and inverted image. Or you can do either the other things also. That if you don't want to do with the sun, then I will tell you about it, that how can we understand that also. But first finish this activity. So now, as I told you, you have to hold the convex lens in front of the sun and try to get a very light spot on the piece of paper by adjusting the distance. Now, as I told you, that is the very, very small image, real image of the sun. And if you hold it for a while, like the same position, then first the paper will burn out with the smoke and then it will catch fire also. Why? Because as we talked, that convex lens is the converging lens. Means all the light rays are converging at a point, and therefore we know that the rays of light are hot, having heat with it, and all the heat is coming at the same point, and therefore the temperature is going high and it catches fire. So therefore I told you, be careful while doing this activity, you can burn yourself also. So here, as I told you, that all the rays of the sun are getting converged by the magnifying lens, and therefore the lots of heat is produced and it starts burning. Another way to get the image is like you can stand in front of your window or a door and look at the far object, like maybe a building or a tree, and then hold a white paper, and then you can do the same that we did for the sun, that you move the lens forward or backward such that you will get the inverted image of that far object. Means you can get the object of the building that is far from you or the tree. You will get the inverted real image of that far object. Now you can do another thing also to understand that how different types of images are formed by this convex lens. For that you need a stand for the lens and a lighted candle and a screen. For the screen you can use any white paper or a cardboard. Now on the table put that all the things. First the lens in the stand and light a candle and put the candle in front of the lens, and at the back side, other side, place the screen and move it such that you can get the inverted image of the flame of the candle. As you see here, if you put them at a different distance, you can get different type of images. Some of them will be the smaller than the flame, some will be very bigger, and if you bring it very, very near to the lens, then you will not get the real image of it. Then you have to check again from the same side. Then you will see the image behind the lens. That is the virtual image, because it cannot be obtained on the screen. and virtual image is always hidden. So that is the thing we have to understand about it, that by putting the object at different distances, you can get real or virtual images, small or bigger images also. But in case of concave lens, you always get virtual image. You will never get any real image by the concave lenses. Now, what are the uses of these lenses? You know that lenses are used for different purposes. If you are suffering from the defect of your eye that you cannot see properly either the far objects or the nearer objects, according to that, either the convex or concave lenses are used. If you are suffering from the things that you cannot see the nearby objects, means you have problem in reading, that is known as far-sightedness. In this situation, we have to use a magnifying lens or a convex lens. So, by using the convex lens, you can easily read the book. So, if somebody is suffering from the reading problem, means they cannot see the nearer object very clearly, the doctor will prescribe them a lens which is convex lens. But if you are suffering from the far objects you cannot see properly, in this situation the doctor will prescribe you the concave lens. So by using the concave lens, you can see the far objects very clearly. Similarly, in the microscope also we use convex lens, and in the some other like image to get the spectacles, magnifying glass and microscopes, etc. And concave lens are used in spectacles, as I told you, that if you are not able to see the far objects clearly, use concave lens. Also, concave lens are used in the peepholes. You know what is peepholes? Sometimes it is used in the door. If your door is closed and somebody comes, and if you want to see who is the person, then there is a small lens is there. You can see in that lens that you can see the outside who is standing there, and then if you decide, you can open or you don't want to open the door. So these are the different uses of lenses. So we are going to finish the session. Will be followed by the PDF. And if any confusion, write down in the comment section. Thank you very much.